All right, we have here a Permobil F5. This power chair is very hard to find. There's a lot of F3s and M3s out there, but this is the F5. This is the big boy. So this Permobil F5 has 39 miles. It was used for about 2 months. As you can see, it's practically new. What makes this chair different than most power chair? First of all, the seat lift goes up to 14 inches, and the speed on this chair, on this one, is 7.5 miles an hour. And also this one has the aggressive tires, which we'll cover in a few minutes. But again, this is the Permobil F5 power chair, 39 miles. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet. Okay, 4 electrical functions. All the functions can be worked through the joystick right here. So the first button is the seat lift. I'm going to raise it up. So when you're going up, the seat on this one's a little high. It starts at 23. So if you go 14 inches, you'll be at roughly about 37 inches by the time you're all the way up. The nice thing about this, when the seat is all the way elevated, you can still drive this chair with a seat. It'll be at a reduced speed, but you can still drive it. So here we are, and you can see it does drive with the seat elevated. Let's look at the base. While the seat's elevated, you can see the armature for the seat lift, how well built this is. The actuator is actually right here. The motor for the actuator is inside of there. Okay. You can see the suspension for the back. You can see the suspension for the front. There's 2 shocks on this side. There's 2 on the opposite side. So the whole chair is well suspended with these suspensions. They're just great riding chairs. Okay. You have an anchor point here, and you have an anchor point in the front, 2 on this side, 2 on the opposite side. This is where you would tie your chair to your lift, inside of here and in front to your lift or to your van if you're going to transport this chair. Now, this chair weighs 435 pounds, somewhere around there. It's a heavy, heavy beast. So if you're going to transport it behind your car, you need a special lift. Okay, so you're going to have to give us a call on that, because this chair weighs 430 pounds. It's a lot of metal, a lot of motors, okay? There's a motor for each wheel. There's a motor for this wheel right here. There's a motor on the opposite side for the other wheel. If I want to push this chair, well, it's in gear. What I would do is I would turn the power off, and you want the power off so you have no resistance in the motor. You see the little handle right here. If I push it down, what that does, it unlocks the wheel. You can see the drive wheel is moving freely, okay? So that's how you do it. You have to do both motors, then you can roll it and you can move it around. But when you're done, put it back in gear. Because if you leave it in neutral, everything's going to light up, nothing's going to work. Okay, back in gear. All right, so we've covered, these are 14-inch. This is a front wheel drive chair, so it's good for inside, but it's also really good for outside, because all the weight of the chair, 400 and some pounds, plus the weight of the user, let's say 200 pounds, that's 600 pounds. It's going to be transferred right there. So if you're outside in the grass or outside, it gives you better traction. Plus, you have the aggressive tires on this chair. Aggressive tires mean you have sharper ridge on it, and you can see on this one how the knobs are pretty big. Okay, so this is a custom. These tires are in addition to this chair. That's not standard. So I'm going to turn the power back on, and I'm going to bring this seat back down. So as the seat is going down, let's talk about the swing away joystick. Now, everything is set up on the right-hand side, but if you're left-handed, we can transfer everything to the left side with no problem. This gives you more room to get closer to a dining table instead of having to raise your arm up to get there. Okay? Very nice addition to have. This is called a swing away joystick. Okay? The next feature I'm going to show you is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here goes back. So when this goes back, it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back with it. Okay? This is called the electric tilt. So this is as far as it'll go, right here. The next feature I'm going to show you called the electric legs. These feet can be adjusted in and out. So if you're 5 feet tall, or if you're 6'3", we can adjust these feet to whatever length you need them. So this would be extreme circulation there if you needed some circulation, but you can also be halfway tilted. I'm going to bring it back to halfway here. And you can see halfway tilted, you can see how this would be beneficial if you need some circulation. These are rounded calf pad. You don't see these too often, okay? So these are rounded calf pad. They're already, that's also a custom part for this chair. So I'm going to bring the seat back down to flat. The last electrical function would be the electric recline. So the electric recline is when the back goes back by itself. This is the back right here. You can see it going back. That's called the electric recline. So if you were laying flat in this chair, and as you can see, the arms do flip up. Both arms do flip up. There we go. Well, you're totally flat. That's one nice thing about this chair. So I'm going to bring the seat back up and the legs back down. You can do two functions at once, like I'm doing two buttons. You can do two functions at once through the joystick with just one single button. I'm doing this to save time here. All right, so on this chair here, it's a front wheel drive. So if you have it in the house, you can see, let me bring it over here so we can see. This is how it would turn inside your house, okay? Let me bring it closer to the wall. There we go. This is your turning radius inside your house. That's what it would look like. All right. So also with this chair, these are gel arms, 16-inch. These are full of gel. Both arms are gel, so this is very good for sores and keep you from sweating and all that kind of good stuff. Also the front of the chair, the seat is 21 by 21. This is a foam in the front, contour foam in the front, and air in the back. This is all air. There's actually a valve right here. You can see it right there. You can pump air in this valve. You can fill the bottom part of it right here. That actually needs air right now. You can fill it up with air. There's also your Permobil safety belt. You've also got a Permobil bag right here. In the back of the chair, you have your adjustable headrest, fully adjustable. You have two hooks right here if you want to put a backpack. But remember, if you put a backpack on here, anything you lean down, when you recline, make sure it doesn't get caught up in your, it's okay when you're going down the road, the back is up. So just be careful with these. This is your power button. When we ship these chairs, we always turn the power off. So the first thing you're going to have to do when you get your chair is go in here, flip the switch. So you have to go in and the button is up. So I'm going to turn it back on. Power is back on. These are only reflectors. I get a lot of calls on these. How come they don't light up?
Thank you for watching. If you have found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. If you have questions or need to see something else, please leave us a comment. Lastly, please sign up for the newsletter in the description below to get instant access to exclusive promotions. Enjoy the rest of your video.
These are reflectors, okay? These right here, if you turn this, let me do this one. If you turn this one, your arm will tilt up. So you can adjust the tilt of the arm by turning these cylinders, okay? So let's turn the power back on because I turned the power off over here. I got to turn it back on in front. When you charge this chair, you will take your Permobil charger and you will plug it right below your joystick, right here. And as soon as the light goes to full, the charger will stop charging. These are smart chargers, they know when to stop. This chair will go about 15 miles on a battery charge. Now, that all depends if you are going uphill, if you're in the grass, how many of the functions you use, the weight of the user. So you might get more, you might get less, but it's a good number, 15 miles on one battery charge. There's two batteries in here, okay? So let's recap. This is a Permobil F5 Blue with 39 miles. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs. It has the gel arm. It has the swing away joystick. It has the safety belt, the 21 by 21 partial air and foam cushion. It also has a mesh breathable back here. It has the adjustable headrest with the hooks back here. This chair has a top speed of 7.5 miles an hour. So it's one of the few chairs that has a 14-inch seat lift and 7.5 miles top speed. Not with the seat elevated though. So if you're looking for a really top of the line Permobil, the F5s, this is a nice one. this chair flies. So I got 7.5 miles an hour on the odometer here, top speed. And it rides like on a cushion of air. It's just a fantastic chair. And it stops automatically when you let go. It has the gel arm, top of the line F5 power chair. And these do really well in the grass also. No problem in the grass. So I'm going to elevate the seat right now so you can see the seat elevation. So this one here has the aggressive tires, the aggressive tire in the back and the front. It has a 14-inch seat lift. It does go 7.5 miles an hour. This one has 39 miles. It was used for a couple months. It's a really, really nice power chair. It's made by Permobil, so it's the the best quality you can get. So when you drive with the seat elevated, it'll drive at a slower speed. So here we go. This is what it would look like if you drive with the seat elevated. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marcsmobility.com.